The Federal and Velevin Hypermarket jointly present the Thoothukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and St. Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thoothukudi.
Hello and welcome. You're joined by a very special guest on National Handloom Day, Mr. Sivan Santhosh, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Neytt by Extraweave, the company that made the iconic carpet for one of fashion's biggest events, Met Gala last year. Thank you very much, Mr. Sivan, for joining us on the Federal. Great to have you there. I would like to begin by asking you on the National Handloom Day. So, what does National Handloom Day mean to you and for your brand, and how is it shaping the handloom industry in general?
Talking about the Handloom Day, it's very special to us because we focus on a lot of handloom products and handmade products. And we work with a lot of natural fiber. Again, going to the significance of Handloom Day, it brings a lot of awareness to a lot of people about the handloom industry, how it's doing, and how we can how we can empower a lot of artisans also within the handloom segment. So it's a very important day for all of us.
Tell us a little bit about Neytt, how it started. What are the how this whole idea of venturing into handloom came about?
So we are a family business with more than 100 years of experience in the carpeting industry. Started by my great grandfather in 1917. So when I came into the business, I wanted to do something entirely different, but with the same natural fiber. So I explored different venues of how to differentiate the product, and add in how to use some of these exotic natural raw materials, and to create not only functional places but also beautiful spaces using these raw materials. That is how Neytt came into existence. We do a lot of storytelling through the rugs we make, and also promoting the artisans and their story. Also, we recognize a lot of artisans and the actual people who work in the looms to get these products up and running.
Okay, how does Neytt by Extraweave integrate traditional handloom techniques with modern designs?
Again, I think it's very much dependent on the designer who designs it. So we have an in-house team which is has got a traditional and a modern outlook. So since we are a 107-year-old company, so we have people working with us for the last 20 years who bring in that kind of traditional approach. Plus, we work with a lot of fresh designers, fresh out of design school from NIDs, NIFTs, who bring in a different perspective and different ways of telling stories through the rugs. We also collaborate with artists and designers from all over the world for like very unique sort of collections also. So we bring in a little bit of modernism and a traditional approach into handloom and handmade products, which we make. Yeah.
Sustainability is at the core of every business in today's world. And how does Neytt by Extraweave, bring the sustainability in its product portfolios?
Yeah, sustainability is a big factor of our identity of Neytt. There is no brand that is 100% sustainable, but we try our best to reach that level of sustainability. So one way is by treating the water. So all the water we use for the dyeing process, we treat and recycle back. So we don't pollute the environment consciously in any way. Then the entire plant runs on solar power now. So we are sustainable that way as well. And smaller ways like banning plastic throughout the factory facilities, and also educating the people on different sustainable practices to lead a better life. Yeah, that is what we do as a brand. We try to be better every day and not pollute the environment consciously. That is how we promote. And this
Understood.
way, we want
Yeah.
to make sure the entire supply chain knows as well. That is what is very important, so that everybody follows it. Not only you, but everybody follows it. All the workers and everybody, it should trickle down to the entire workforce within the organization.
Okay, what are the kind of challenges that you've been facing when you take the Indian handloom products on a global stage?
So people do appreciate a lot of handloom products. Some of the challenges we face is sometimes convincing the customer on why this particular product would take so much time to manufacture, because it's a lot of the customers we deal with when it comes to carpets. Carpet is something which they think of at the last stage of the project, so we have to like end up doing things very quickly. So we have to work with multiple artisans to sometimes get things done. So sometimes to educate the customer may not know how intricate a certain product is and how much time it would take for us to weave a particular product. So that is a big bottleneck we face sometimes. And also sometimes the availability of raw materials, availability of skilled labor is again something which we are lacking in the handloom industry, mainly because a lot of people move into other fields, especially with the new generation coming up, and they would want to do much cooler things than work on handloom. So how do we bring that cool factor to handloom is something which we are struggling with from some time, but we are taking necessary steps also to kind of create an environment which is aspirational for a lot of people to come into, in terms of uh, good workspaces and all the other facilities, and maybe providing insurance to the entire family, and some of those smaller things which could add a lot of value to the weavers themselves. That is what we are trying to do.
Neytt by Extraweave has handled some of the biggest projects in the world. One is from the White House to the Met Gala. So any big projects in the lineup, in the pipeline, and what are your expansion plans?
So we are in talks with a lot of people. We did COP28 last year. A lot of things are in the pipeline, but I can't reveal anything till we confirm. So we also won 2 international design awards last year and the year before. So a lot of things are going in the right direction. We're trying to use more natural fiber in like different techniques also. Like even hand knotted, hand tufted, we're trying to use sisal. We're the first people to actually use sisal. Then we are trying to add in some tech into some of these rugs we do. Like with AI coming to the picture, how do we kind of use AI to like automate some of these processes, and also help the weavers also in a very subtle way. So we're still figuring out a lot of things, but we're trying to add some tech also to bring in that cool factor in even in handloom and handmade products.
Fantastic. I've got a last question there. How do you envision the role of handloom products evolving in the global fashion industry?
Handloom is always appreciated. It's all about bringing in that cool factor, bringing in that tech, bringing in a lot of new trends into the handloom to kind of elevate a lot of design aspects and the functional aspect of handloom. Again, bringing it to the different exhibitions all over the world, and even collaborating with artists and designers, not only within India, but around the world, to like kind of educate people on the importance of handloom and how we can bring it more to the global audience. Yeah.
Mr. Sivan Santhosh, thank you very much once again for joining us on the Federal. It was fantastic talking to you today. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Vivek. Yeah. Appreciate it.
The Federal and Velevin Hypermarket jointly present the Thuthukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and Saint Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thuthukudi.